I am in Hampstead waiting for bus 88, and that's in front Hampstead Heath, one of the beautiful parks in London. It's Sunday morning. It's quite a peaceful, quiet morning, nothing much going on, and that's our bus. Okay, I'm on the bus now, bus 88. It's a quiet Sunday morning. The temperature is about 5 degrees Celsius. It's quite a chilly morning. So we are in Hampstead. Hampstead has long been home to many prime ministers and millionaires. It is one of London's most affluent areas. Here we have some nice looking beautiful greenery on the right and beautiful trees on the right and on the left. The road is quite smooth. So Hampstead, since the 17th century, it has been a popular resort for the wealthy residents of London up until now. So back then Hampstead wasn't part of the city, and even Camden area, which is not far away from Buckingham Palace, even that place, Camden town, was countryside about 150 years ago. And there someone is walking his dog early in the morning. So here we have on the right, what is that? Natural 312. And on the left we have some greenery. There are plenty of shops on the right, and there is a railway bridge in front. It's a nice sunny morning, which is kind of very rare in October. It's October 26th, late October. We don't kind of get sunny days, especially sunny mornings. And it is a nice narrow road, nice and neat and clean. And I think on the right we have this office building by the look of the large windows. And on the left, probably these are residential area on the left. And here we have some more office buildings probably on the right and some residential area on the left. The sun is beaming from the front, kind of makes it difficult to see. And what do we have here on the right? Okay, this here on the right, this is O2 Forum in Kentish Town. This is Kentish Town. It is well known for live entertainment venue. It is located we are on now Highgate Road. We have a town grooming room. It's a Turkish barber shop, I think. The sun is beaming from the front. And here on the left we have Kentish Town Station. The road slopes gently downhill. So it looks like, there are plenty of shops on the right and on the left. Looks like the whole high street, this road is full of shops on the left and on the right. There's some graffitis on the shops. Here we have a pound stretcher on the left. Super drug. Some nice art. We have plenty of shops here on the left. Pure Gym.
Kentish Town Road. Of Wales Road.
We have What's Zeba? And we have some farmers supermarket. There was a pizza, yeah. So which way are we gonna go? Are we going straight or are we turning left? Okay, we are going straight. There's nice colorful houses on the right with shops underneath, and there are two cyclists in front. As I said earlier, there are plenty of shops here on this street or on this road. Are we gonna go straight or are we gonna turn left? Are we gonna go, okay, no, we are turning left here. We are turning left here. Looks like a railway bridge, which we're gonna go underneath it. And we have some office buildings, looks like office buildings on the left, or maybe it's residential apartments here on the left. Okay, we crossed the lanes. We are on the far right now.
Camden Town Station, Camden Street.
We are now in Camden Town. And here on the right, that's Camden Town Sainsbury's, quite a huge Sainsbury's. One of the grocery chain. So here on the right we have Sainsbury's and we have a church on a nice sunny morning. And I think these two cyclists are the same cyclist, yeah. We're gonna turn left here, and if you go straight over there, just straight towards the right, there is a Camden Town tube station, and here we have some buses. Looks like a bus stop. Okay, I think we're gonna turn right here. Yes, we are turning right here.
Pratt Street.
We're gonna enter Camden High Street. And there's a nice looking structure in front. Okay, the lights are green. Are we turning right or not? No, we are going straight. So this is Camden High Street. And Camden High Street is full of tourists on weekdays and weekends. It's early in the morning, there's not much traffic. You don't see much traffic. So Camden Street was at the back, which we crossed. And here we have roadworks on either side of the road. So this is Camden Town. It's not far away from Kentish Town and Regent's Park. Regent's Park is literally about 10 minutes walking distance from here. It's a nice sunny morning, beautiful morning. So yeah, Regent's Park is literally less than 5 minutes walking distance from here. If you turn right here, you will get to Camden High Street. And we are turning left here.
Regent's Park Barracks.
There's a beautiful trees with beautiful colors. Okay, we are approaching Regent's Park Barracks. There are plenty of cars parked on the left, on the right, and on the left, with beautiful trees on either side of the road. There are some nice looking apartments on the left. So the area surrounded by Regent's Park area is quite expensive area. You can see nice looking houses on the right, and on the left, these are very, very expensive places. Regent's Park is a huge park. It's one of the prettiest park in London. And here we have a church on the left. Regent's Park was my local park for more than 10 years. Oh, we are turning left here. Okay. That was a smooth left turn. And that's the back side of the church, or maybe the front side of the church. Okay, right in front, that is Regent's Park. You can see people are jogging early in the morning. It's about 7:30 in the morning, 5 degrees Celsius. And we are turning left here. So here on the right, this is part of Regent's Park, and that's Chinese design restaurant looks like. And we have a coach coming from the front, blue in color. And we have another nice looking house on the left, and there's a crane in front, sign of a construction. There's plenty of construction going on everywhere in London, and the sun is beaming straight into my eyes. Kind of makes it difficult to see things. So here, if you turn left, you will get to Camden High Street. And that's on the right. The whole area is Regent's Park on the right. And here we have some nice looking, I think these are apartments on the right. On the right and on the left. Looks like a residential area, nice and neat and beautiful area. And we have another church on the right. And these are Territorial Army. I think these are parts of the barracks.
Hamlet Terrace.
Yeah, I think on the left, this is Regent's Park Barracks, which serves as a base for the British Army. Okay, here we are held by the temporary lights. Looks like there's a road work in front, so they have temporary lights. Okay, we have a truck coming. It has been quite a long wait, and a van. Okay, the lights are looks like green. It was a long wait. There's road work on the right as usual. I mean, you must, if you're following my channel, my videos, you might have noticed there's always some roadworks everywhere in London. And here we have some beautiful trees on either side of the road. You can see a long line with long rows of beautiful trees here. And there are some shops on the right, quite a residential area. You can see there are apartments on the right and on the left. It's a nice looking area. The road is kind of a bit wider and there are cars parked on either side of the road.
Euston
And
Road.
there's a red color apartments. The whole this road is full of apartments, as you can see on the right and on the left. And what do we have here? Probably it's a hotel, who knows, because we are approaching Euston, and Euston area has a lot of hotels, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is a hotel. Yep, I think, yeah, it is a hotel. Yeah, there are many hotels in Euston area. So this is Euston. Euston station is not far away from here, and here we have another church.
Great Portland Street Station.
Okay, that is in front, Great Portland Street Station. And on the left, if you go, you will get to Euston Station. Okay, Itsu. And we have a hospital, Portland Hospital. There's some nice looking buildings on the right and on the left.
88 to Clapham Common.
Okay, now we are cruising through the heart of London. So this is Euston, and Bloomsbury, Oxford Street. They are not far away. King's Cross, they are not far away. They're all in walking distance, to be honest. If you can walk 20-25 minutes, yeah, you can get in all directions to King's Cross. You can get to King's Cross. You can get to Chancery Lane, Holborn. You can see it's a beautiful street. Okay, which way are we gonna go? Are we gonna go straight, New Cavendish Street, or are we gonna turn right? Okay, we are turning right here. So New Cavendish Street was built in 1775, around those days. It was named after the Cavendish family. It's a wealthy area, so okay, we are turning left here. It's a beautiful road, you can see, quite a wide road for London, and we have some statues here on the right. There's a nice looking building in front. Okay, what do we have here on the left? Looks like a clock tower. Okay, what do we have here? So we are not far away from now.
Circus Station.
We are not far away from Oxford Street, and this you see kind of angel, picturing angel kind of. It lights up during evenings, looks very beautiful. The whole area looks very, very beautiful in the evening. This place is normally full of people, packed with people, tourists, shoppers, everyone. But now it's Sunday morning, that's why you don't see much. Yeah, you don't see many people around. And that here we have in front, and here on the right, one of the entrances for Oxford Circus tube station. We are here in Regent Street. And this on the right and on the left, that is Oxford Street. And that's a nice looking building. Okay, so Oxford Street is Europe's busiest shopping street. It stretches for about 2 kilometers and it has around 300 shops. But this is Regent Street, it's not Oxford Street. You can see there are plenty of shops on the right and on the left. There's H&M. There's some big brands like Reese and so many others. And we have some spectacular looking, beautiful architecture on the right and on the left. There's some beautiful hotels here and big brands. We have Hamleys here, you can see on the left. Lacoste, Boss. All the big brands, you will find it here in Regent Street. Calvin Klein, Reese. So when you come here, in evenings, it's quite a nice walk, and especially on summer days, in summer season, this place kind of gets really packed with people. Many shoppers, many tourists, they come here. We have Tommy Hilfiger. Okay, I was talking about Oxford Street earlier. Oxford Street has shops since 1700s. So there was a German writer. Sophie von La Roche, who visited Oxford Street in 1786, and she described the whole area as a multitude of shops illuminated by argand lamps. And I'm here distracted by these beautiful architecture. And here on the left looks like an alleyway lit with beautiful lights. So the German writer Sophie, she described Oxford Street as a multitude of shops illuminated by argand lamps. She said there were plenty of confectioners, fruit sellers, watchmakers, silversmiths, glass and china shops, and many more. And it's a small tiny road going underneath the buildings. And now we are in Piccadilly Circus. And this is Piccadilly Circus here. This is a tourist hotspot, and we have a nice looking spectacular building on the right and some renovation or construction going on the left. If you go straight, you will get to Leicester Square, 2-3 minutes walking distance. And here we have horse fountain. Okay, the lights are green, and we're gonna turn right here. So Piccadilly Circus, Leicester Square, Charing Cross, they are not far away from each other. They are in walking distance from each other. Trafalgar Square, they're all 5 minutes walking distance. Okay, here looks like a cinema on the right. Empire Cinema or something. And looks like there's a theater on the left, Othello, and there's a nice looking building, probably built in Edwardian Victorian times. And here on the left we have a theater, Othello.
Trafalgar Square, Charing Cross Station.
Okay, we are approaching Trafalgar Square and Charing Cross Station. They are close to each other. And right in front there is Kazakhstan House. That's Kazakh Embassy. And you can see Brazilian flag on the right. I don't know, an Italian or Irish. And we have some restaurants on the right, and that's on the left is Canada House, which has been the diplomatic home of Canada since 1925. It has some guided tours as well, and here we have some more beautiful, nice looking buildings with the clock tower. And on the left we have Trafalgar Square, which kind of commemorates the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805 in Spain. And that building you see, that is National Gallery. That's National Gallery, which is free, which has free entrance for visitors. If you go straight ahead, you will get to London School of Economics, King's College. That's Strand. On the left now. And there's a nice looking piece of architecture. Britannica flag waving. Okay, we are turning left here, and we have a tourist bus here on the left, and there's a Trafalgar Theatre on the right. And do you see Ukrainian flag on the top of the building? We have plenty of shops on the left here. There are many food places. And here on the right we have Horse Guards.
Horse Guards Parade.
Horse Guard parades, and here we have another statue on the right, and it looks like this is a nice looking building on the left here. So I think here they have these horse parades every day, I think. Okay, the lights are green, and it's a nice smooth road with nice beautiful architecture on the left, and on the right you can see Ukrainian flag. And here we have another statue. I think this statue on the right, it kind of commemorates the contribution of women in World War II.
Westminster Station, Parliament Square.
And you can see some flags on top of the building on the right hand side. And that's Ukrainian flag. Okay, so now lights are green, and we have some beautiful buildings on the right. There's a nice looking building on the right and on the left. Okay, here if you turn left, you will get to Big Ben. And here on the left, that is Westminster Abbey. This is Westminster Abbey. And here, that's Big Ben. It's a nice looking building. Okay, Westminster Abbey is 1,000 years old. It's a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. And I think the entrance fee is about £30, if I'm not mistaken. So it's about 9 in the morning, nice sunny Sunday morning. So if you're here, you go straight, maybe about 10 minutes walking distance, 15 minutes walking distance, you will get to Victoria Station. So Victoria Station is not far away. There's some construction going on, you can see by the look of the cranes. There are plenty of office buildings here. And here we have some more buildings. So I used to come to this area quite a lot in my school days because my cousins, they used to live here. They lived here, so I used to visit them quite often. It's a nice central location. Okay, we have a bus in front, and then we have a coach coming from the opposite direction. Yeah, Channel 4 office building is not far away from here. And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, this on the right is Home Office, one of Home Office buildings. And here we have some cafes, some food places, restaurant. Okay, we are approaching Page Street. Here on the right we have Sainsbury's. But I don't remember yet this Sainsbury's back in the days. And here on the right we have what? We have a kitchen, Kuchen Nolte. I'm not sure what that is. But back in the days, they used to have a car showroom here. And that's Page Street, where I used to visit every weekend. Yeah, good old days. But yeah, those were kind of depressing days. So it's quite a residential area.
Tate,
but it's quite central, yeah. It's in the heart of London. Are we turning left? Okay, we are turning left here. Okay, there's somewhere Tate Britain. Tate Britain is one of London's major art museums. It showcases around 500 years old British art. And we have some residential area here with nice looking trees. Looks like they're kind of very artistic trees without any branches or leaves. Well, they have branches but without leaves. Yeah, these trees without any leaves looks like a piece of art. And we have some more nice looking beautiful trees on the right and on the left. Because it's fall season, they are changing their colors. Their leaves colors are changing into reddish, yellowish. Look very beautiful. It's quite a nice scene. I love long rows of trees on either side of the road. It looks like a nice area, this place. And here we are turning left. Looks like a green area, maybe a park on the right. Not sure. We are approaching Vauxhall Bridge, one of the bridges on River Thames. Okay, now we are on Vauxhall Bridge. The sun is glaring from the front, so that's River Thames. It's nice looking buildings on the right and the left. And this on the left, I think this is MI6 building on the left, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the sun is beaming from the front, so there's not much view at the moment. And we just got to Vauxhall bus station. You see all these buildings, high-rise buildings, these were built in the past 10-15 years. There's a lot of funding coming from Qatar, investment from Qatar, Kuwait and other Gulf countries.
Vauxhall bus station.
So this is Vauxhall bus station. So 10-15 years ago, yeah, these high-rise buildings were not here. I'm not sure what was here before. Shop and Go here. What's that? Shop and Go? A convenience store. It's quite a huge bus stop. I think we have some residential area on the right, perhaps. And that's Travelodge, a hotel chain. We have Waitrose.
Clapham Common.
And there is another railway bridge. Okay, we are going underneath a railway bridge. I think it's a railway bridge, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not. Okay, what do we have here on the right? There's some security guards. Okay, some nice looking buildings on the right, and here on the left we have a nice looking park. It's quite a huge park. So this on the left is Vauxhall Bridge. It was first proposed by one of the MP, Henry Fawcett, in 1901. He was blind at, he wasn't born blind, but he lost his sight in a shooting accident when he was, I think, 25 or something. By that time, he had already finished his education in Oxford or Cambridge. We have Holiday Inn Express on the left.
Tate Library.
Tate Library. Tate Library. I don't think so. Tate Library is here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tate Library is not here. Tate Library holds over 100,000 books. You can see there are plenty of shops on the left. Looks like a nice area. So this part of London, it has a good Brazilian and Portuguese speaking community in this part of London. Okay, what do we have? That Madeira, so Pexi is Brazilian Portuguese, yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is a Brazilian shop, because as I said earlier, this area has good, decent size Brazilian Portuguese speaking population. And here on the left we have some shops and some restaurants. What is that? Lebanese grill. What is that? It's a kind of nice wide open space. Wide open road. We have a charging point there on the right. We have a long line of cars on the left and some on the right. Looks like a residential area. London has parking problems. Yeah, it's a congested place.
South Lambeth Road, Stockwell
You can
Station.
see it's a nice looking road. It's a nice clear skies, which we rarely get in October. So we are kind of lucky to have a nice sunny morning. So this area is Clapham. Clapham, back in the days, it was once home to wealthy merchants back in 18th and 19th centuries. And today it has quite a large Australian community in London. So what do we have that? A clock tower or what? Looks quite beautiful. I'm not sure what that is. We are going to turn right here because that's the only option we have. Okay, so I was talking about clock tower. Back in 18th century, before 18th century actually, people didn't have watches, so clock towers played kind of role of marking prayer times, work hours, and community events with bells or chimes. So if there was something needed, like to gather around the people, they would ring those bells or chimes. So all these clock towers, originally they were built as bell towers, and later they were fitted with clocks. And here you see Brazilian flags, which Brazilian shops. It's a nice looking area. We are, looks like, on Union Road, and there's a cyclist in front. What do we have there? International alert. Peace is within our power. Okay, we are slowed down by the cyclists. Okay, there's some more construction here on the right. I think I kind of like this part of London because you can see, it's kind of wide open road. There are 2 lanes on one side, 2 lanes on the other side. There's some residential area. However, I wouldn't like to live in one of the apartments around on the road, because when you're when you have your apartment is on a road, there's always that traffic noise. Okay, which way are we gonna go? Are we gonna go straight or are we gonna turn left? Let's see. Okay, we are going straight. We're gonna go underneath this railway bridge, a strong looking railway bridge. I mean, at least 120, 130 years old. Back in the days, they used to build really strong, solid buildings and bridges. I mean, Clapham kind of gives that kind of vibe, you know, that it was obviously a wealthy area back in the days. Wealthy merchants used to live here in this part of London. And now there are plenty of shops on the right, on the left, and we have a kind of rugged building on the right. Now you can see traffic is kind of building up. Imagine it's Sunday morning around 9 in the morning. We have this much traffic. Just imagine, you know, if you come here in working hours on a weekday, in rush hours, how jam-packed it would be. Yeah, it would be, yeah. To be honest, you know, and everywhere in London is a nightmare for drivers. And here we have a nice looking Sainsbury's, one of the grocer chain. And on the right we have Popeyes and a chemist. Okay, it's 9:15, almost 9:17, yeah. So we are going towards Clapham Common. And here we have another clock tower. And we have another nice looking, there's plenty of people on the bus stop. And we have a nice looking blue colored houses on the left, and Gazelle kebab. Is it Giselle or Gazelle? Looks like a Turkish. Gazelle or Giselle sounds like Turkish, or maybe I kind of associate kebab with Turkish people, I'm not sure, yeah. And we have a nice looking park on the right. It's a huge park on the right. I think this may be Clapham Common, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is Clapham Common. So Clapham Common was transformed into a public park around 1878, and now it hosts music and cultural events every year. It looks like it has some lakes as well. Okay, we are turning right here. Looks like a lake, yeah, small, maybe artificial man-made lake. You see, you know, the combination of this water with greenery. It has that kind of soothing, relaxing vibe, especially on a sunny day. If you come here, it will be quite relaxing. I can imagine you can see people are jogging. It's a nice view. You can see a long row of trees on either side of the road with moving traffic. You know, when we have trees are beautiful all the time. You know, when you have greenery, it's always beautiful. But when we have like a bit of sunshine and that light reflecting off the trees and the tree leaves kind of gives a beautiful vibe, and it's quite soothing and relaxing to look at that. Because we are in fall season, you can see many trees have shed their leaves, and someone is using zebra crossing with her dog. Okay, we're gonna stop for the runner. And I think we are approaching our last stop, if I'm not mistaken. It's a nice, beautiful area. I wouldn't mind living in this part of London. We have some nice looking buildings on the left. And looks like there's some food area or some sort of restaurant on the left. And I think, oh, this is our last stop.